we go! Welcome everyone! This is Final Fantasy Tactics, one of my favorite games of all time. Probably my actually top game of all time. I'm gonna do a little chatting with you while this kind of loops in the background, so enjoy the visuals as I ramble over them. Now, when I first heard of LPing, it was a long time ago. The first game I ever saw being LP'd was this, Final Fantasy Tactics, by another amazing LPer, Boltage McGammar. I got to watch, the scenes play out, and there was the voice acting, and see all these wonderful moments that I've enjoyed playing so many times. And it was kind of the first thing that kind of sparked in my head, like, how much I would love to do something like this, to show a game that I love, and play it, and let's see, people see and try to show them why I love the games that I play so much. But, it took me a while to really get up the gumption and sit down and actually try to learn how to use any of these programs. So, now that I've actually started, I can't help but come back and take a look at this game. Now, I'm not one to tread on any toes. I didn't want to just, start up a game that someone else has already done, because some people mind, some people don't. So I actually checked with Boltage McGammar, and he was confused why I asked, but he said he had no problem with it. But I didn't want to do the same thing. Like, I didn't want to just do a playthrough of the game and do the voice acting, because, well, he did a good job, and, I want to see if I can do something a little different, show the game differently. So, I decided to do a Final Fantasy Tactics challenge. Da-da-da-da! Now, those familiar with the semi-rabid Final Fantasy Tactics community will know that there are several challenges that people have created for this game, because it's a game that has a lot of replay value, but you want to try to mix it up a bit. So there's probably the infamous solo Ramza challenge, which is far beyond my skill level. There's the straight character class challenge, the SCCs, where you can only use a single character class to go through the whole game. Some of them are much easier than others, like chemists, because they can heal, but if you take, like, knights, they can't really heal each other unless you start using, like, clever equips and everything. So they can get really, really challenging. But, the one that I want to do was actually it's not the most challenging of all the ones, but it's actually, I've never seen this little opening thing. It's actually a lot quirkier. It's called the Ramza Four Monster Challenge. Now, the key to this challenge is Ramza you can pretty much do anything you want with, but you cannot use any generics, any special characters, nothing. The only other characters you can use are monsters. So basically, it's by the door to Trade City, which I think is the third battle. It's actually get Algus and all that. The door to Trade City, you have to be prepared. Like, you have that time beforehand to get what you need, so you're not just fighting by yourself in Dorter. But it's not completely straightforward, as in you can't just have a whole bunch of different chocobos running around healing and raising mayhem. You can only have one of each kind of monster. So if you wanted to have a red chocobo, which is my favorite monster, you could not have a yellow or a black chocobo because you already filled your chocobo slot. So that way, not only it gives a bit of strategy. Some monsters are good at other things. Some monsters are totally useless. But it makes it for a very interesting playthrough, because you can't rely on a lot of the traditional things you can normally rely on. Granted, Ramza can be all kinds of things, but you kind of have to make Ramza a healer because most monsters can't heal, and you can't really rely on a yellow chocobo to be your main healer to run around. So, you have to level up Ramza smartly, as well as get the right monsters, know when to switch out a monster you have for a bred monster that's more powerful, It's interesting. So, that is what I'm going to be attempting to show you. I also thought it would be a good idea because Boltage didn't like monsters, so he didn't use any at all during his playthrough. So I'll get to actually show you the different monsters, how they can be used, little tactics you can use with them if you like using monsters like I do. And also use the unfortunately bugged monster skill from the Squire to show all the very special attacks that different monsters have. So hopefully I'll be able to show you a lot of stuff you didn't know, for those who don't like to use monsters, and show a bit of a challenge. For the cutscenes, as you know, I'm not the best voice actor. Not that the Warriors of the Eternal Sun gives me much to work with, because it's basically all males, and only people really have any dialogue, like the Marmelian and the advisor and the cupboard guy there. But this has tons and tons of characters. So what I'm going to do, if I can get it to work right, is I'm actually in possession of a program that lets me alter my voice. So I'm going to, if it works out okay, I'm going to try to do the cutscenes ahead of time recorded with this voice changer and play them along when it pops up. So hopefully it'll make for an interesting kind of cinematic experience, because I can actually make some of the voices sound pretty good. Some of them will sound ridiculous, unfortunately. But yeah, I can make actually even female voices. I can make some actually natural sounding female voices. So maybe I can even put a test up so I can show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking of doing for the cutscenes. If I can't get it to work, I will probably still show them. I probably won't voice act them as well. Or, depending if it's real total fail, then I might just not do the cutscenes much and just kind of show the challenge aspect more. Though it's really a shame, because even if the dialogue is a little sketchy at times, it's an amazing story, and I really love this game. So I'm going to try to get that to work and try to show the story of this game as best as I can. But yeah, the main part will be the challenge. They're actually going through some of the monsters now. But yeah, so we'll see how it works. This will be kind of an experiment for me, just like everything I do with this stuff. So we'll see what happens. I'll get it out in a little bit, because I have to get up to Door to Trade City and stuff. So I will see you then. See ya.